Welcome everyone to Coaching in Session. My name is Michael Rearden, and I'll be your mindset coach today. And today we're going to be talking about one of the things that I talk about frequently in episodes is the power of belief. And I just came out with my most recent blog, The Power of Beliefs, and we're going to be breaking that down and what it entails in your life. Because many people, I think they believe in themselves, but they truly don't believe in themselves. And we're going to talk about that because it's so important. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and to also share the video and or audio with your friends and family. Now, I tell people all the time, you only need one person to believe in you. Whether it is yourself or whether it is someone else, doesn't matter. As long as that belief is there, you can accomplish something. The reason behind that is because the brain doesn't want to push itself and it's going to give us an excuse. So if we don't believe something is possible, for example, Roger Bannister, he ran a 4-minute mile, a sub 4-minute mile. He had many people saying he couldn't do it, that it wasn't possible. Science said it wasn't possible. But guess what he did? He showed everyone that he can do it. And he did it. And after he has done it, people came out of the woodworks. Oh, it's possible. I'm going to do it too. And they were doing it. Once someone said, or once someone showed that something was possible, then it was possible. But before that day where he ran that sub 4-minute mile, everyone thought it wasn't possible. There was limitations on our life, and we have to get away from that. The whole company, my whole idea is to get away from those limitations that people give themselves, whether it be consciously or subconsciously. So we have to get away from that and start to insert belief in our life. Because the moment we start to insert belief in our life, then we can have more purposeful action, and then we can start to make progress to being who we want to be in life. So let's get into that blog right now. All right, so if you're new to the channel, of course, we're going to head over to revenconcepts.com. We can see that we do have a new website. It has been up for a couple weeks now. So a lot of new tabs that you can always check out, but we're going to head over to resources and then go to blogs. Now, of course, I already have the blog up just to make things easy, and you can always go to blogs and then click the most recent blog. Today, our most recent blog is going to be The Power of Belief. When you're reading these blogs, it's going to give you a good understanding of your life, what people have told you, and then what you should be doing. Because we have to understand who we are in order to make the next move. So the blog does go in order where we figure out who we are, then the challenges behind it, and then the solution. That's how many of my blogs are written. It's just the most logical order for the brain. The whole thing about being a mindset coach is I'm going to work how your brain works, because I'm not going to do something different and your brain doesn't like that. So when we're talking about belief, we have to understand that the belief is going to be dealing with either you or an outside person. Having yourself believe in you, if you're positive, optimistic, is possible. Maybe the subconscious mind gets in the way, maybe it doesn't. However, if it does get in the way, your best bet for having some more belief in your life is to get a life coach, to get a mindset coach, to get a guide, a mentor, a friend, maybe who is able to help you along that journey. Of course, then you can have them believe in you. Parents do a good job of this most of the time, where they say, I'm going to believe in my kid, I'm going to support my child. Whatever they want, I'm going to be there to facilitate that. Now, sometimes people don't have parents. Maybe they don't have a good parent type relationship where they can tell them openly what they want to do in life, what they want to be, so they keep everything inside. Well, we have to be able to get what we have inside of us out some way, whether it be with our words or our actions. Because when we can have our mind go in the direction we want, we just need the right actions to get the results that we were looking for. So in this blog, we're talking about how to reach your fullest potential, how to be the person you were always meant to be in your life. And it's difficult to get there because we're so concerned about failing. We're so concerned about what the world thinks about us. Well, we can be concerned about what the world thinks, or we can figure out what's possible and then go for it. So this is just the blog really quickly. You can see the power of belief. It's not too long. It's not too short. It's just right, actually. So much wisdom, so much good content. And I'm going to be breaking that down today on the episode. But I still encourage you to go read the blog because it's going to offer a different perspective. Belief is so powerful. When I was a teacher, coach, anything I did that dealt with working with someone else, I just had to believe in the person. Even if this person had an idea that was so far-fetched. I want to do this in my life. And I say, whoa, no one has ever done that before. That's not possible. I'm going to say, okay, you want to do that in your life? It's going to be a challenge because it hasn't been done before. But if you believe you can do it, then we can make that happen. If you believe you can, or if you believe you can't, you are right. That old way of thinking. We have to believe in ourselves first so we can make things happen. I'm sure when people were talking about cell phones, everyone thought everyone was crazy. That person was crazy saying, we'll never have a phone that can fit in our pocket. Yeah, we're lucky we have these big phones. And then they went into cars, and we're lucky that we have phones in cars, but they still won't fit in our pocket. And then sure enough, now we have a phone that fits in our pocket. We have a computer, a laptop basically, that can fit in the palm of our hands. And I believe there was something along the lines of our phones have more technology inside of them than the first initial moon launch. Something along those lines. I could be incorrect with that. So of course, in the comment below, tell me if I'm right, tell me if I'm wrong. But the point is to say that we're moving along in society. Technology is moving at a rapid pace. So yeah, we might not be able to do something today, but it doesn't mean we can't do something tomorrow. And everyone has a unique idea. We have this way of thinking where we like to be dreamers, but we learn not to be dreamers. We learn to find comfortable. So if something can be comfortable, I'm going to take that because that's certain, that's guaranteed. I would rather have a check every single week than to be an entrepreneur and then maybe get a check, because people would rather have something certain than something uncertain. But that can be taken away if we just apply belief. Because if I believe good things are going to happen in my life, then good things can happen in my life. I guess we can look at the law of attraction a little bit when we're talking about what the power of belief is. Because if I believe something is possible, then the law of attraction, the universe is going to help me get what is possible. Now, there's a key factor in what makes things possible and what makes things not possible, and that is ourselves. We are the key that can open all the unlocked doors in our life. We can unlock our mind, we can unlock our potential. That means if there's something like a challenge or something that has never been done before, the only thing we have to do is say that it's possible and then put in the work. If you're learning a new skill, for an example, you're not going to be good or proficient at that skill in the beginning, whether it be martial arts, whether it be dancing, cooking. That skill takes time. Now, of course, you can be a natural at it, but it's nowhere close to perfection, or is nowhere close to where you're able to take it. Because perfection is just going to be another point where you're not at the end. Yeah, you can perfect something to your liking, but it doesn't mean that that's going to be the pinnacle of what is able by you. Many people think, oh, it's perfect just the way it is, but it can be better. Now, when you get that mindset of, I want better, then we can say, okay, now we believe we can get something better in our life. we believe that there's something more than just this. Because if there wasn't something better, what are people doing with their life? Many people are just sitting down, waiting, hoping, wishing that something good comes their way. But why don't we instead start to take control and we make the things happen that are possible, rather than saying, well, if it comes my way and circumstances are right, then things align, then things will work out in my favor. However, we can't keep allowing the world to steer our vehicle, our body, our mind. We have to tell ourselves which direction we want to walk toward, and then we have to do it. But while we're doing it, we have to learn so many other skills, because belief is just one of them. We have to learn how to be confident. We have to learn how to be mindful. We have to learn how to be positive. All of those factors are going to play in how our mindset is. Because, yeah, I can believe in you, but that doesn't necessarily mean that whatever I believe is going to happen. Now, it is a good step for someone who is in a rough place in your life. I'm going to believe in you and I'm going to support you. Because when you have someone who's able to push you, they believe in you, they want the best for you, you're going to show up a little bit more. Every single day you're going to show up. I remember just being a teacher. Kids will come in and they're like, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that, it's not possible, this can't be done. It's not going to be in my life. It wasn't meant for me. So we start small and we build on what we're doing. And before you know it, they are doing what they said they couldn't do. It just took time. It just took practice. It took me believing in them, me understanding that they had the possibility to do what I said they could do. Now, in the beginning, they might say, are you crazy? No, that's not possible. I can't do that. That's too hard. But when they do it, they're like, this is easy. And it happens with kids a lot when you're giving them a task. I can't do that. That's too much work. And they do it. They're like, well, I did it, so I guess it's not that much work. Or they might say, it is a lot of work, but I can do it. And that positivity, that good nature is just going to duplicate in your life. So if you have a belief that you can be successful, that's going to duplicate in your life. So you have an abundance of success. If you believe that you can be a person who's rich and famous, then that is going to be something that's going to duplicate in your life. Now, of course, we have to be careful what we wish for, because we might be rich and famous, but we might be rich and famous for the wrong reason. So yeah, we get our 15 minutes of fame, but those 15 minutes of fame might be 15 minutes of regret in the future. So we have to start to think, well, I want to do this in my life, rather than I want to just get this much money, have this type of home, this type of family. That's easy. I can do that in a month for you if you are having trouble with that. Now, it could take some time to find the right match for yourself if you're that picky. But if you're looking for just starting a family, that can be done very easily. If you're looking to be happy, that can be done very easily. But if I wanted to have you believe in yourself, that's where the challenge comes. Because now you have to get rid of all that trash in your mind. And you put it there. And what I have noticed throughout the years of my teaching and coaching is that people like to be hoarders. So they keep on all these negative things in their life, all of these beliefs that don't serve them, and they hoard them in their mind. So now they're just a roadblock for when they are pushing themselves to be more. So they don't believe in themselves because they have so much other criteria in their brain right now that's saying, well, this is not possible. This can't happen. Remember you tried this and you failed? One failure doesn't make you. One failure can break you. But if you try again and again and again, you might fail 1,000,000 times. And I'm not saying that 1,000,000 times is not going to suck, because it will. Failure is something that does not feel good. However, failure is going to be one of the greatest lessons that you're ever going to have in your life. And if you can believe that something is possible, whether you have the failure or if you don't have the failure, then you're going to keep on pushing until you get it. Many people are so afraid to put themselves out there, so they don't even try. They have this idea in what they can do and what they can't do. But the things that they can't do are going to be not so much what we tell ourselves as what society says that we can't do. You can't do this. You're not supposed to do this. You're supposed to do this in your life. They're going to tell you that you have to be a doctor or a nurse or a police fighter or an accountant, whatever they tell you that you have to believe, what you should be. However, what you should be is going to be on the inside of you. Find that out first, and then believe what you're doing. Believe in your path, believe in your journey. Many people start to find their purpose, their passion, their gift, and they're going along that journey only to realize, oh, wow, it's getting pretty difficult. I don't know if I can do this anymore. So they don't. They simply say, I don't know about this anymore. It's not certain anymore. So I'm not going to push anymore. So they give up. When people give up, they're making it harder for them to believe in themselves again. So that is why a coach or mentor, someone coming in and offering a light, an opportunity for you to say, okay, I'm having some trouble right now figuring out if I can do something or if I can't do something. And let me get someone who's going to allow me to believe in myself again. And once you start that process, it's going to be, okay, well, I don't know if I can do this. This is too hard. I'm going to try to fight not to do it, but slow and steady. With each session that passes, each day that you work with that mentor, that coach, that guide, that person who's going to be that belief in your life that you need, you're going to start to see that the ice that has frozen your dreams and your beliefs is going to start to thaw. Your life is going to start to heat up in a sense, because now you're going to find that passion, that fire, that ambition saying, I want to do this and I don't care how much it takes. I don't care how long it takes. I'm going to get this done. I don't care what the world thinks. I'm going to do this for me because I think I can do it. I believe I can do this. Because anything we believe can become reality. Now, though be it positive, that is what I support, positive change, positive belief. Because what we need as human race, as society, is more positivity. Because if more people started to become better, now society is going to benefit from you saying, I want more in my life. Society benefits. For example, if you wanted to be a business owner, now you're a business owner and you're going to have employees. Those employees are going to have a job. You help run the economy just by having a business or by starting a business, having a belief that you can do something, whether it be something that's already created, whether it be just a fast food place, like a restaurant franchise, or you say, I'm going to make something that has never been made before. That's going to be unique to you. But that belief, that action is going to require you to have a certain level of belief. You have to believe something is possible. Otherwise, the brain is going to say, hey, this is not possible. I'm not going to give you any energy. Similar to how banks look at people for mortgages. They look at your whole history. Can you pay back the money? And if you can't pay back the money, you don't get the mortgage. But it's similar in the sense of when we're looking at our life. Can we make this possible? Can we achieve these things? But if we believe we can, then of course, it's a possibility. But somewhere along the line, someone told us that we couldn't. Somewhere along the line, someone lost faith in us. Somewhere along the line, we fell and we got hurt, and now we're afraid to get back up. But we have to develop a mindset of getting back up, of pushing ourselves and being more. We have to believe that our hardships are making way or making us stronger for something better, for something more, and are not just there to be something that is annoying and negative. It's a lesson, and that lesson is going to help us believe, it's going to help us be powerful, and it's going to help us get more in our life. So, of course, I highly recommend checking out this blog, The Power of Belief. And you're going to find there's so many great examples, and it's going to be associated with your current mindset and how the brain works the best. If in the meantime you're having some trouble believing in yourself, if you don't know where to begin, of course, head over to revenconcepts.com, sign up for a consultation. You can get a membership, or you can continue to read more blogs, watch more motivational videos, watch more podcast episodes to try to get your mindset more in line to how it should be operating. And that's positive, that's optimistic, and that is believing in yourself. Because whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you are right. So I will want you to start to believe that you can, regardless of the challenge, regardless of the difficulty, regardless of what society says. I want to know what you think. I want to know that you can do this. Because if you say you can do this, then the only thing we have to do is show up. Are you ready to show up? My name is Michael Rearden. I'm a mindset coach here in Austin, Texas. If you have any questions, you can email me. If you're looking for coaching, head over to revenconcepts.com. I will see everyone in the next episode of Coaching in Session. Until then, everyone, take care.